Sons of the Forest is finally available to play after months of delays, and if you're like me, you and your friends have been dying to play it. But if you're a bit unsure of how to play it with your friends, you've come to the right place. Let me explain that and a few other key co-op points for Sons of the Forest. The good news is that Sons of the Forest is really easy to play with a dedicated group. You can immediately start a game together by having one friend host a lobby. They'll choose multiplayer in the main menu, host instead of join, new game, give your world a name, choose the player count, and decide if it's friends only or not. From there, you can invite your friends via Steam and they'll join your lobby, or they can search for your world in the Join tab. Once you're all in, it's time to survive the forest. But a couple of important notes. If you start a save file in a single player campaign, you cannot convert it to a co-op file later. Also, you can start a game in multiplayer and add friends later on, and adjust the number of friends whenever you want. Just know that you max out at 8 people. Finally, in order for you and your friends to play together, you'll need your host available, so make sure they're the kind of friend who has the most free time to host. As long as they're present, everyone else can be too. Essentially, they are in charge of the save moving forward, so all you hosts out there, don't forget to save. The good news is that from here on out, there's nothing to worry about for shared progression. Since the host holds the save, everyone will pick up where they left off from the last time they played in the world. Granted, if they take a session off, you might want to bring them up to speed on what they missed. And if you add a player after you've started, they will still experience that opening cutscene. But that also means they're going to be dropped at wherever your helicopter crashed, with minimal inventory, and if it's in the middle of the night, it's in the middle of the night, so maybe go meet them and bring them on home. Additionally, Sons of the Forest has great player agency, meaning even though one player is the host, the rest of the players can do anything and everything the host can in the game, outside of saving that file. I mean, you can even direct around your good boy Kelvin, the best new feature in the game, hands down. As for difficulty scaling, there isn't an in-game system to increase the difficulty for more players. However, the more you have in your world, the more cannibals your group of survivors will naturally run into, and the more cannibals you run into, the more they're going to come after you. It's a very dynamic system, something to keep in mind if you have one of those wanderers in your group. Maybe don't let them go too far. Finally, there is no crossplay or cross-save because this is only out on Steam right now. Notably, The Forest, the first game in the series, did eventually come to consoles, but it did not support crossplay or cross-save when it did. And that's everything you're going to need to know to play with your friends in Sons of the Forest. Gabe, Garrett, and I are playing through it right now. We just couldn't put it down after getting this initial footage for this how-to. Expect a dedicated review in about a month's time. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time on another episode of The Co-op Bros.